Let me show you how to create an HTML table listing and a grid listing from your form submissions. That way you can embed this on your website. So it's going to be super easy. Let me show you how right now. Welcome to Jotform. My name is George, and today I'm going to show you how to create this table and grid HTML view that you can embed on your website. Now, this is my dashboard, and let's get started. So first of all, let's have a form that we are going to use for this. And in this case, I'm going to use one of the ones that I've created previously. I'm going to use this consultation form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go into reports. And in reports, I'm going to click on add new report. And in this section, we have the HTML table listing and the grid listing. Let me show you first the HTML table listing. Let's go ahead and select it. And first of all, let's give this a name. So in this case, let's keep it simple. We're going to name it consultation. And then we have the fields. Maybe we don't want to display all the form fields. Maybe we don't want to show the submission or the submission IP, but we're going to keep the rest, okay? And we can have report configurations like password protection, display photo instead of a link, show edit URLs, and show edit URLs to open in the same frame. Let's first create this one, and then I'll show you the different configurations. So let's go ahead and create. And now we have this code. This is the one we're going to use on our website. Now, let me show you how this is going to look. So let's go into a website that we have. This is a WordPress site, but it can be any type of site. It can be a React, it can be a PHP site, and you'll still be able to embed it. So let's go into page. Let's add a new sample page. So in this case, I'll just name it test. And then we have these blocks. Like I said, this is going to be a demo on WordPress, but you can do this on any site by adding it in HTML format. So let's click on the plus sign, and we're going to search for HTML. We're going to select it, and we're going to add the code that we got from Jotform. Now let's go ahead and go into preview in a new tab. And here we go. We have the submission information. So we have the multi-grid, configurable, list, refer, first name, last name, and email. And when these are filled out, we're going to have the whole listing right here. So these were just a test form, not a lot of information going on here, but you can see that we have the information. So you can see that we didn't have the submission ID or the submission IP. That's why we removed it. So again, let's go do another test. Okay, let's go here. Let's close it. Let's go into the reports. Let's go to more, view reports. Okay, here's the HTML report. Let's go ahead and edit this one. And in this case, we're going to enable this, and we are going to password protect it this time. And we'll just say password. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay, we got a new code here. Let's go ahead and replace it. Go again. Let's go ahead and preview this. And now it's restricted, password protected. Let's add the password. Let's show listing. And here we go. We have now the IP and submission ID. That's because we enabled it this time, okay? So again, let's edit this. Close. Again, let's go ahead and edit. We're going to remove the password. We don't need it for this. We'll remove this information. And we're going to display photo instead of a link. Display images in model window. In this case, this form doesn't have images, so we won't be able to appreciate it. So we'll skip this one for now. Show edit URL and show edit URLs to open in the same frame. So let's go ahead and save this. Again, we have the code. Let's go into our site for testing. Paste it. Let's preview this. And here we go. We have the submission data here. And now we have the edit link and the edit link in same frame. So in this case, we have the option to edit each individual submission here. I'll edit submission, and now I have the option to edit the submission from here. You can see we have the data, and there's some data that we can fill out or modify from here. We can also edit in the same frame. So here we go. It opened it up inside of here, so that makes it really easy for us to modify. So just like that, we're able to view and modify the submissions. Now, that might be an option that's pretty useful when you don't want to go log into Jotform to make these changes, or if you have an external virtual assistant that's going to help you out. That could be a unique use case. So let's close this, and let me show you the other type of reports. Let's go into Jotform. In this case, also like this restaurant one. Again, let's go into reports. add a new report. And in this case, we're going to use the grid listing. So it's selected. Let's go ahead and remove these and let's just call this grid listing. And again, we have the options to enable or disable these. Now there's an auto fit grid report to window. So we can select this if we like. I'll show you that in a bit. Let's go ahead and create. Let's grab our HTML. Let's add it here on our test site. Let's go ahead and preview this. Okay, and now we have a different type of view. This is grid. Now, the beauty about HTML is that we can make a lot of changes to this inside of the site. In this case, this is just a plain embed, but we can make it look nicer. We can make it center. We can add some shadow and a lot of this, okay? Now, in this case, we're viewing it, the submission date, the full name, the email, the phone, the number of guests, reservations, etc. All the information from this submissions. Now, the beauty about this one is that you can view by pages. There's a search and submission, and it's a really nice way to look at them. Now, in this case, we can also add more to it. So let's go ahead and edit this. Let's go back into more. Let's go into view reports. Let's edit this one that we've just created. Let's enable the show edit URL, show URL open the same frame, auto fit grid report window. So the grid cell maximum height is 100. In this case, let's keep it 100 so we can view it. It should be tiny. Okay, let's copy this. Let's go into the embed. Add it here. Let's go ahead and preview this. And here we go. Now we have updated it. And now we can see we have the edit and the edit inside. So remember, if I click on this one, we're able to edit this particular form right from here. So if this didn't have a name, I can go ahead and add it right now. Go add an email, a random phone number, in this case, number of guests 3. And let's go ahead and submit it. Okay, that's updated. So let's go ahead and refresh this. Remember, this is empty. Let me go ahead and refresh it. And now it's updated. So I was able to edit it right from here. If I want to use the in frame, I can do so. So it's pretty easy that we have this option with these type of reports that are embeddable on websites. Now, that's how easy it is to create a table and a grid type style to embed on our websites. Like I mentioned before, you can embed this on any website that allows you to add HTML to it. So that's a really easy way. Well, we thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.